At a time when budgets in Guam, the NMI, and Hawaii are stretched and crime, sometimes involving FAS migrants, is a problem, Guam's Madeline Bordallo says a solution's needed. Hawaii's Daniel Inouye, chairman of the powerful Senate Appropriations Committee, would limit migrants from the freely associated states in the 2012 Homeland Security budget. Bordallo.
I do support Chairman Inouye's efforts to prod the administration to address the impacts of the compacts and to enforce existing federal law applied to immigration. The current policy is not sustainable
and has cost Guam and the other U.S. Pacific Islands hundreds of millions or more over the years in unreimbursed health, education, housing, and other costs for FAS migrants. Inouye's measure would ask the White House to consider requiring the migrants to seek advance approval before coming to the U.S., but give it 90 days to come up with a plan for grounds of inadmissibility, 6 months to implement it. As for Bordallo,
I have a bill that would expand U.S. DOE's Impact Aid program to cover the costs of educating children from the FAS. And I've also introduced legislation that would reinstate the eligibility of compact migrants to Medicare.
The compacts of free association provide only about $30 million in total impact aid for all affected areas. Inouye, whose office did not return a phone request for comment, suggested to the heads of the FSM, Republic of Palau, and the RMI recently they should start to pre-screen their departing citizens. Some were reportedly not happy, but political pressure in Congress may now have reached a critical mass. Bordallo, 2 other House members, and 6 senators wrote Secretary of State Hillary Clinton and Interior Secretary Ken Salazar in May, urging they reduce FAS migration. Hawaii is spending some $115 million plus a year on FAS migrants, and Inouye has the power to help change that. Bordallo says House negotiators would have to decide whether to accept Inouye's provisions once both chambers pass their Homeland Security spending bills. On Capitol Hill, Matt Kay for PNC News.